Oh, I am playing. Let me learn. If you are badly hurt, the time shield control can buy you some breath room. Search your surroundings. Remember that you can upgrade your powers in the upgrade menu. Mm. Mix it up when you are using your time powers. Each one of them has an independent cooldown, so you can, if you are using a weapon with a long reload time, switching to another weapon will be a faster way. Clicking no to move the camera to the Cherek's other shoulders when in 4 years. Posterine has been running Monarch Solution. Disable security to access the sky bridge. I have been monitoring company mail service and found something interesting. Just thought you might want to know that your golden boy has been a bit slow as of late. Attaching his email below from Charlie Wincott to Martin Reich to Beth Lyle from Greenberg. Beth, I am starting to grow suspicious about what is going on here. I have a hunch you feel the same way. I have been allowed a lot of freedom to come and go in my position, but it comes at a cost of very low clearance. Most members of the team know something I don't, and they are not eager to share. Tomorrow's operation is more than a simple retrieval mission. There are dates and times marked with detailed events that are expected to come to pass. I have seen charts with fracture 4 hours 15 minutes AM labeled. It is a way too much detail for a plan. It's like it's all being mapped out. How something big is coming. I can feel it. They told us, our directive is to protect our world from dangers that lie ahead. If that is so, then when why do I get the feeling there is something coming that we are doing absolutely nothing to stop? And if everybody else knows this, then why the hell is nobody acting on it? I can sit back and watch if there is even a chance that this could put Emily in danger. I need to know more. Serene who won't answer my messages. Hatch is a closed book. I'm hoping you are an open one. Being too bad. Okay.
Hey, I just turned off security.
Uh-oh. Jack, they're coming your way.
In my dumb little world, why I shoot at someone who not being stopped breezily.
Jack?
Yeah.
I did some digging. This Chronon operation is harvesting some kind of fuel. It's used to power a device called the CFR. Ever heard of it?
CFR? No, what is it?
I'm not sure, but it looks like it's at the center of everything Monarch's doing. The thing they stole from the university, this operation, everything's linked to the CFR somehow.
What the hell is Paul up to?
Nope.
Let's do this.
Hunt him down! Move it! Find him! Open fire!
No, 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 no!
Contact! Through that shield! Shooting! Black gunner advancing on hostile! Keep pushing! Suppress him! Suppress him! Man down! Casualty! Last... God! Assaulting Joyce! Friendly down!
Chlorine levels will lower to a point that renders ground zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Myers-Briggs particles, better known as chronon particles. On July 4, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as ground zero, located within the Riverport industrial zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvesting operations we see today. All of chronon technology relies on these particles, most notably the chronon field regulator, or CFR. This is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of mass quantities of these particles. When the time is right, the entire supply of chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent with closer proximity to the ground zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone emits dense chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The ground zero perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Many who have entered ground zero have never returned. We know that the fracture will occur on October 8, 2016. We hypothesize that from this point forward, chronon levels in ground zero will slowly deplete and short-term anomalies will occur. For this reason, all harvesting necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be complete before the fracture can be destroyed. For more information, please refer to your entry manual. Thank you for your time. The fracture is
Sophia
escalating more
Amaral.
rapidly than Mr. Serene had anticipated.
Monarch's resident chronon scientist.
Chronon levels will lower to a point that
She must
renders
know a lot of
ground
the
zero
same stuff Will did.
obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello,
Stay sharp,
I'm
he's here.
Dr. Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances
Find it!
in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused
We got contact!
area we now refer to as Block Zero, located within the Riverport industrial chronon particles, creating the perfect harvesting operation you see today. All of Monarch, notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFR, is the only installation of quantities. When the time is right, the entire supply of Chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Personnel handle the containers directly. Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders zero in the future. During our presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sophia Amanda. For the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as chronon particles. On July 4, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvesting operation you see today. All of Monarch's chronon technology relies on these particles, most notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFE, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of mass quantities of these particles. When the time is right, the entire supply of chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent with closer proximity to the Ground Zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone is dense chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The Ground Zero perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Many who have entered Ground Zero have never returned. We know that the fracture will occur on October 8, 2016. We hypothesize that from this point forward, chronon levels of Ground Zero will slowly deplete until time anomalies cease to occur. For this reason, all harvesting necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be completed before the fracture runs its course. For more information, please refer to the Red Point manual. Thank you for your time. Fracture is
Sophia Amaral,
Mr. Sophia anticipated.
Monarch's resident chronon scientist.
Chronon levels will lower to a point
Well, she must know a lot of the same stuff Will did.
in the future. Queuing up our presentation to make sure everyone remembers the essentials before we proceed. Sophia Amanda. Over the past 6 years, technological advances in the area
We got contact! Shotgun advancing! Forward! Engaging! No! No!
가자.
Right forward.
God damn it! Changing out! What?
We know that the faction will occur on October 8, 2020.
He's right here!
With no further guidance from this point forward, storming levels will
No way! Firing mags! Engage it! Move, move, move! Fire in the hole! What? Grenade!
Gotta move. Oh,
cluster is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Serena anticipated. Training levels will lower to a point that renders ground zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvesting operation you see today. All of Monarch's chronon technology relies on these particles, most notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFR, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of mass quantities of these particles. When the time is right, the entire supply of chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent with closer proximity to the Ground Zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone emits dense chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The Ground Zero perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Many who have entered Ground Zero have never returned. We know that the fracture will occur on October 8, 2016. We hypothesize that from this point forward, chronon levels in Ground Zero will slowly deplete until time anomalies cease to occur. For this reason, all harvesting necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course. For more information, please refer to your employee manual. Thank you for your time. The fracture is
Sophia
escalating more
Amaral.
rapidly than Mr. Serena
I heard something.
Monarch's resident chronon scientist.
Chronon levels
Enemy
will lower
spotted!
to a point that
She must
renders
know a lot
Ground
of
Zero
this stuff.
obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as chronon particles. On July 4, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvesting operation you see today.
Shotgunner
All
moving!
of chronon technology relies on these particles,
Fresh mag!
most notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFR, the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of these particles.
The cluster is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Serena anticipated.
Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm
Enemy
Dr.
spotted!
Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as chronon particles. July 1, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvesting operation you see today. All of Monarch's chronon technology relies on these particles, most notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFR, which is the only device that can...
Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders ground zero
obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed.
Sophia
Hello,
Amaral,
I'm Dr. Sophia Amaral.
Monarch's resident
Over the
Chronon
past
scientist.
6 years, Monarch has made vast
She must know a lot of the same
technological
stuff Will
advances in
did.
the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as Chronon particles.
Move it!
On July 4, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as ground zero, located within the Riverport
Man
Industrial
down!
Zone.
Man down!
These resulted in extremely dark emissions of Chronon particles, creating perfect conditions for extraction. This led to the Chronon hosting operations.
Pressing fire!
All of Monarch's Chronon technology relies on these
Just fire!
most notably, the Chronon field regulator.
Not the rest
The
is
only
charged.
device that can ensure
So
stabilization and regulation
Is it-
of
Engaging target!
quantities. When the time is right, the entire supply of Chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers
Keep
directly.
firing!
Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent
You're right.
the ground zero
What?
yellow zone.
This specific. So happy.
Chronon levels will lower to a
Point that renders ground zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sophia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as Chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, which is located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. Extremely dark which led to the you see today. All of Monarch's Chronon technology relies on these particles, most notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFR, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of the quantities of these particles. When the time is right, the entire supply of Chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle quantities directly. Unique temporal anomalies with closer proximity to the ground zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone emits dense Chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The ground zero perimeter itself is never to be entered without permission. We refer to this area as the red zone, no longer closing it without warning. Many who have entered ground zero have never returned. We know that the fracture will occur on October 8th in Boston. We hypothesize that from this point forward, Chronon levels in ground zero will slowly deplete until time anomalies are. For this reason, all harvesting necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course. For more information, please refer to your employee manual. Thank you for your time.
Reloading! Move it!
I might follow the hint. He exploded surroundings.
Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the
Sophia
essentials
Amaral.
before we proceed.
Monarch's
Hello,
resident Chronon
I'm
scientist.
Dr. Sophia Amaral.
Well, she must
Over
know a
the
lot of
past
the same
6
stuff
years,
Will did.
Monarch has made
Engage!
vast technological advances in the area of chronon particles, better known as chronon particles. For 20 new small and focused we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the chronon harvesting operation you see today. All of Chronon's chronon technology relies on
Some kind of shield!
most notably the chronon field regulator, the CFR,
Throwing a
which is
frag!
the only
Need
device
ammo!
that can ensure stabilization and regulation of vast quantities of these particles. When the time is right, the entire supply of chronon atoms will be transported from these locations to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the information directly. New control will become more frequent with closer proximity to the Ground Zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone has dense chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The Ground Zero perimeter itself is never to be
Reload!
entered under any conditions. We will no longer close in a consistent manner and should Ground Zero has never returned. 20. From this point
That's the
forward,
kill!
Chrono.
Eita.
The doctor is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Police anticipated. Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero
Obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed.
Sophia
Hello,
Amaral.
I'm Dr. Sophia Amaral.
Monarch's resident
Over
Chronon
the
scientist.
past 6 years, Monarch has made
Well,
vast
she must know a lot of the
technological
same stuff Will
advances
did.
in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known
Stay
as
sharp!
chronon
He's
particles.
here!
On July 4th, 2015, unique control began to occur in a very small Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial.
The doctor is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Police had anticipated.
Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make
Amaral.
sure everybody remembers the essentials before
Monarch's
we proceed.
resident Chronon scientist.
Hello, I'm
Well, she
Dr.
must know a lot of
Sophia
the same
Amaral.
stuff Will did.
Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of chronon, better known as chronon particles. July 4th, 2010, new control anomalies began to occur in the Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect
taking it
conditions for extraction, which led to the you see today. All of Monarch's technology relies on these particles. Regulator, or CFR, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization
You see that?
and regulation of vast
Yeah. Weird way to death. Jumping
The doctor is escalating more
and
rapidly than
landing
Mr. Police
so weird. At least
Chronon
the
levels will lower
left
to a point that
knee
renders Ground Zero
goes to hell.
obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing
Gone
up the
to
presentation
hell.
to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we
Sophia
proceed.
Amaral.
Hello.
Monarch's
I'm
resident
Dr.
chronon
Sophia
scientist.
Amaral. Over the past 6
she
years,
must know a lot of the same
Monarch
stuff
has
we'll
made
do.
vast technological
you hear that?
advances in the area
got
of
contact!
Time to move.
On July 4th, unique temporal anomalies a very small and focused area we now refer to
target!
as ground zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions you see today. Monarch's chronon technology relies on these particles. The chronon field regulator, or CFR, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of mass quantities of these particles.
Going in!
When the time is right, the analysis will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent with closer proximity to this yellow zone dense chronon pockets ripe for the perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. The red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Many who have entered Ground Zero have not. We know that the event will occur on October 8th. Chronon levels in Ground Zero will slowly deplete until time anomalies cease to occur. For this reason, all tasks necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course.
Gotta move.
For more information, please refer to your employee manual.
Stack formation! Shotgunner advancing on hostile! Got a visual! How the hell? Get dry! Go now! Reloading! Shotgun advancing! Keep shooting! Just keep firing! Cover me! Suppressive fire! Move it! Suppressive fire!
That's my cue. Gotta move. Gotta find a way out of here.
Let me save. Please, game, does not crash. Even I say it.
No clear exit down here.
Out loud.
May have to head upward. There's gotta be something I can use to get up there. Oh, not your average elevator.
Jack, I found documents here about some kind of private gala Marnek is hosting tonight.
Tonight. After everything that's happened?
It has something to do with their future plans. Serene's delivering a speech, and the guest list has everybody from Monarch higher-ups to big-shot scientists to the mayor of Riverport, which raises the question, why now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. Okay. Getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
Hello,
Okay,
Riverport.
looks like the trailer
This
has
is
power
Teresa
now.
Sedmak filling in for Bobby Radford. Bobby's taking a little break for health reasons. I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing him a speedy recovery. Just take all the time you need, Bobby. We've got your back. Now, not to get too serious on you right out of the gate, but here's the latest on the awful tragedy down at Riverport University. The looking for Jack Joyce, believed to be the mastermind behind the terrorist action at the university and personally responsible for several deaths. Details are still scarce, but it's believed Joyce's own brother, William Joyce, is among the dead. Little about Joyce is known yet, but given the actions of the activist group he was part of, it is now clear that allowing the anti-corporate protest to continue has backfired at a great human cost. Joyce's current whereabouts are unknown. Fortunately, security personnel from Monarch Solutions were on site and managed to intervene, saving countless lives. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. And now, some music.
Okay.
Trailer generator wrecked itself. Hook up the car. Use that until maintenance gets around to this.
Paul's men had taken the briefcase from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table. Will had said he needed something from his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack, it's Beth. Monarch just got footage of your lady friend sniffing around some confidential Monarch files. Kind of a big no-no around here.
Amy, I gotta go back for her.
Don't. I'll pick her up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Serene's not the priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
From Martin Hatch to Clarice Ogawa. Next steps. Nothing changes. We move forward. The university...
Amy, you okay out there?
The university...
Shit.
Fallout was a setback, but we can use these complications to our advantage. Paul is focused on phase 3 of the plan. He is questioning if there are traitors within monarchy, but I am confident that he does not know where to look for them. I will make sure to shift the blame elsewhere. The gala is going ahead tonight. That is when we make our next move. We will take care of the preparations. Make sure Dr. King's lab is ready for detonation. I will make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted as to not question our involvement. Vibrations, stereo noise, my whole mind do not allow me to understand reading things just once. I got to do again, nothing changes. We move forward. The university fallout was set back, but We can use these complications to our advantage. But I am confident that he does not know where to look through them. I will make his questioning if their creator is really monarchy, but I am confident that he does not know where to look for them. I will make sure to shift the blame itself. The gala is going ahead tonight. There is when we make our next move. You take care of the preparations. Make sure Dr. Skin Lab is ready for detonation. I will make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted as to not question our involvement. Nice to know. Yeah. From Bruce Livingstone to Sofia Amaral. My screenplay. Hey, Dr. Amaral. We haven't talked too much, but I am one of Celine's guys from Ritter Squad, working around all this time tech stuff, or chrono tech, we call it, I guess. Got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talking here, so I want scientists to check it and make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Here's the first off. Time Knife, written by Bruce Livingstone. Act 1. It's off night. What is it? Bruce Savage stands in his office. He's sexually attractive. Somebody knocks on Bruce's door and he opens it. It is a scientist lady. She looks like a librarian with glasses. Or something like that. With glasses, but she is actually a scientist. You can tell because she has a lab coat. Late scientist, help me. No, it's okay. Late scientist, take this knife because some bad apples are trying to steal it, and it is very important. Bruce, okay. Late scientist, what is your name, handsome? Bruce, I'm Bruce, let's shake hands. Bruce and late scientist shake hands. Late scientist, oh, you almost broke my hand with the handshake. You are definitely a tough guy. She's impressed with Bruce's strength. She looks at his large biceps like they are delicious pieces of ham, but she does not want to eat them. What the fuck is that dialogue? Here's the knife. The late scientist's hands grip the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both a knife and a time machine. But Bruce does not know that yet. Goons break through the windows and shoot the scientist lady. She dies. Oh, Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They are dead real quick. Bruce, looks like I got a leg up on you guys. The audience probably lost here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line for around 5 seconds so that everybody has calmed down. Bruce, what is so special about this knife? Bruce stabs the knife into his chair. The chair disappears. Bruce, the chair disappears. He looks at the picture on his wall, which is a big photograph from 1932 with lots of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Interesting. Holy, what a huge test. Interesting. My chair traveled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife but also like a time machine, because it's a time machine. Bruce's real good friend from across the hall runs into the room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Lobo. He isn't as fast as his name sounds. It's Lobo. Oh yeah, that is his Lobo catchphrase, and he say it in a real fun way. Scientist lady, Bruce, you saved my life. The scientist lady was only faking being dead. Scientist lady, are you married? On to my job. I find that attractive, but also respectable. She kisses Bruce's cheek. Lobo, what about my chick? Oh man, that is Lobo's other catchphrase, which he says in a different but equal funny way. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Bruce, wait, those lips were man lips, not human lips. Bruce pulls off the scientist lady's wig. She's actually Bruce's boss. Pomerine. Pomerine is a douche. Bruce, my boss? But why? Why? I asked too. Pomerine, I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough so you could kill them easy, but I don't respect you as an employee, so I always make you to do shitty jobs, even though you have been working at my company more than most of the other guys and are real smart. I also I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. Bruce, now I understand. Pomerine, give me my time knife back. Pomerine snapped his fingers and 73 guns surrounded Bruce. Pomerine, you can't kill 73 goons, so just give up. I don't, Bruce, I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with the time knife and disappears. Is Lobo. He time traveled using the time knife. Bruce opens the door. Now he is twice as jagged. Pomerine, you are even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? How a healed test almost teaching me nothing. I'm making me waste my time, but I will not stop right now. You are even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? Bruce, I stabbed myself and traveled to the past, then trained in all kinds of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosive into everybody's boots in the past so that when I press this detonator, you will all explode. Is Lobo. Oh yeah. Bruce, I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Pomeranian why? Because business is booming. Bruce presses the detonator. All 73 guns blow up like eggs in a microwave. Pomerine does not explode. Pomerine, luckily, I used my metal detector this morning and found the explosives. So I switched boots with somebody else. Says Lobo, whose boots are you wearing? No, the Lobo explodes. Bruce, my best friend, you will pay for this. Bruce, why not? Comedy, because I'm actually you from the future. Bruce, that does not make sense. Foreign is it does. Remember that the time knife is also a time machine, and I'm you from the future, but I stabbed myself with the time knife in order to come back here and do all of this. Bruce, but we don't look the same. But we don't look the same. Pomerine, that is a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. First, I traveled 700 years into the future to a time where humans have created advanced technology that allows surgeries that completely change people's faces and bodies. I had the surgery performed so that you wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I am actually you in disguise. I can prove it because I know many things about you. Bruce, like what? Pomerine, you have a birthmark on your left ankle. Bruce, I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. Why I'm starting to believe in you now. Pomerine, you should, because even though I have a new body, I kept that birthmark on my ankle so that when I met you I could prove that I was actually you from the future. I will show you. Paul lifts up the left leg of his pants, but there is no birthmark. Instead, there is an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims it at Bruce. I was lying this whole time. I am not actually you. I was just saying all of that so that I could get my gun. Son of a bitch. Bruce. Also in the future, I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. Those bullets are now in this gun, which means that I can shoot you, but I'll send you through time all at once. Finally, you will be out of my way so that I can marry my girlfriend Sophie later tonight before you are able to tell her that I'm a real shit guy. Bruce, I didn't know we were getting married today. I know my girlfriend Sophie made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you are attractive. But I destroyed the invitation and then lied to her and said I gave it to you at work. But now I am here to give you a different invitation to your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slob jumps in front of Bruce. Slobo. No, Slob wasn't actually dead. He jumps in front of the bullets and is shot several times. Now he's actually dying. Slobo, avenge me. Bruce, okay. Bruce goes to attack Pomerine, but now Pomerine has disappeared. Bruce, he's gone. His logo is dying on the ground, covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog, covered in lots of ketchup. Slobo, you must stop the wedding. You are totally a better guy and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend Sophie. Slobo dies. Bruce just sits there next to Slug for a while because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Bruce, looks like I'm going to the wedding after all. He knows how to. Looks like I'm going to a wedding. After all, he holds out the time knife. Somebody's got to cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's going to kill Poe. The audience will understand because of the way the actor says it. It is a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1. All this for nothing. I'm here to know about at least new particles. These might real exist in real life. Mayor something particles. Chrono particles. Rope.
It's locked. There's gotta be another way to get through here. Jesus! Close one.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around Ground Zero.
Roger.
All that lecture for nothing. Apparently, at least I exercise my facial muscles, improve my pronunciation, and something else like that. I am glad right now. Improving my cognition is what I want when I play video games. And I guess it's where it's working. Use objective remind tab.
Jesus! Close one.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around Ground Zero.
Roger.
After all that shit, I got to smoke a joint.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the Monarch operation. I wanted to see what was in there, and it seemed to be the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
Got the word. Safeguard squad's checking out that explosion. Striker team is establishing a defensive perimeter around Ground Zero.
An entire striker team? For one guy?
University incident got HQ wetting their pants. Kid's gonna get torn apart like a goddamn piñata.
And let me leave. Because I want to live either. Read turns me tired. I'm leaving. Let me live. And I guess I did really learn something new today. Bye.